A new era begins today in Blue River. Nearly 100 years after it was started, the new building for the O'Brien Mackenzie Memorial Library began filling up with books. The library has been improved with fire safety built into the design and more space. KEZI 9 News reporter Noah Chavez shows us the impact this new building will have on the community.
Wednesday was the time to clean out the Upper Mackenzie Community Center that served as a temporary home for the O'Brien Memorial Library. The original building burned to the ground in the 2020 Holiday Farm fire. But today was time to start a new chapter at the newly built facility.
It's been a long process. Like you say, we started our groundbreaking in October of 23, and here it is October of 24.
Connie Richardson is the president of the library and says everything, including every book that was at the former location, was burned in the fire. The library has relied on generous donations of new books, which have now reached 4,000 in number.
People and their generosity. I mean, a lot of them have been donated just through personal people in their libraries, or they might have gone and bought a new book and said, hey, I finished reading it, would you like to have it?
With a small army of volunteers, one box at a time were loaded up and sent to the newly completed library, where it was all hands on deck for everyone. And I mean everyone.
Well, it feels good to be starting over. Even though, I mean, we were in the UMCC, but moving these books in here and where we can present them so much nicer, people will be able to see them and then therefore use them more. You know, it's just wonderful.
Now, there's still a lot of work that's needed to be done inside before the surrounding Mackenzie River Valley community can enjoy the new facility. But once it's done, library staff feel it will forever remain in Blue River for generations.
Yeah, I hopefully in 50 years this will be as old-fashioned as the other one was, but we loved it, and people hopefully will, continue to love this one.
And as for an expected grand opening date,
we tentatively have on the books November 16th. We're working out the details, and we're hoping that that's what it can be.
Almost 100 years removed from Mrs. O'Brien's original tiny library in Blue River, staff say her spirit will always live on in not only the town, but the entire Mackenzie River Valley.
I remember Mrs. O'Brien, a quote that I had seen her in a newspaper said, every little town needs, or every town needs a school and a church and a library. And she said, and I feel like I'm taking care of the library part of it.
Reporting in Blue River, Noah Chavez, KEZI 9 News.